Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I have a different kind of video. I am going to be reviewing these two books, which are by Emily Fotis, and she had contacted me and asked if I would review her books for her, and I was just so incredibly honored that she would want me to review them for her. So thank you so much, Emily, for asking me. I am just so incredibly touched and so excited to get to color in your coloring books. And I did actually color a page. I colored one in the Wild Things coloring book, so I will share that when we get to it. I'll start out with the Wild Things coloring book. So this one is the Wild Things. It's a coloring book for all ages. And then this one is the American Fraktur Paint-And-Color Book, and it's the folk art by Emily Fotis. So I'm going to do a little flip through and a little review and tell you guys what I think about these coloring books. But I will start with the Wild Things one, and then we will get to the American Fraktur one. As always, I will put the links below for everything below so that you can find it if you wanted to purchase this over on the website. So here is the Wild Things coloring book, and first off, this front page is just absolutely gorgeous. You could like sit and look at it because there's just so much happening. There's like a little cute guy there peeking out, and I love this little tiger, and it's just such a breathtaking cover. And here is the back of the book, and she does have some pictures inside that show ways to color it up. So some of them are also on the back. And it has a nice thick. So let's get into the book. So again, here at the beginning, there is some examples of ways that you could color up these lovely illustrations. And I just think that is so great. It gives you not only an idea if you wanted to match the colors, but also just an idea of like where the trees and the leaves are, etc. And if you wanted to color them a different color, you still know, like, maybe I'll do these ones like a dark green and these ones a light green, so it's helpful. And I just think they're so pretty. So you get into it, and it is a single-sided book, which is lovely because it is a single-sided book. It allows for you to use all different sorts of mediums, so you can use markers, jelly pens, painting, pencil crayons, of course, and if it leaks, it won't matter because it is single-sided. So here is this cover. And there is lots of pages that are blank because it's single-sided. So I think it would be lovely to use as a journal. You could color it up and then add your writing or your thoughts. There is some information about the author and about how she got started with her coloring books. And I read all of it, and it's actually super interesting. So we get started with the coloring book, and before we get started, I just want to say how incredible this paper is. This is by far the nicest paper that I have ever encountered in a coloring book. It is just absolutely amazing. It's like butter. I cannot stop feeling it, and I did a page that I'll show you guys in a bit. It's a coloring page that I did using Prismacolor pencil crayons, and they just blended together like butter. I've never got such a lovely blend on paper before, and it is just so pretty. It's a nice cream color, and then the line work in these, the illustrations are done using a sepia color of ink, so it's almost like a brownie color of ink, and it just looks so beautiful colored up. The other really nice thing about the paper is it is super thick. Like, can you hear that? It is a really nice, thick, lovely paper. If I could try to compare it to something, I think would be comparable to, if you know what the Moleskine journals are, I think it's comparable to the Moleskine journals with that beautiful feeling of the paper, like that smooth texture. The Moleskine journals are quite expensive, and they just have lovely paper in it, and I would say that it is comparable to that, but thicker, if you could believe it. It is just, honestly, I know I'm just babbling about paper, but it is lovely paper, and the illustrations are gorgeous. So each of the illustrations are on single-sided pages, and at the bottom, it has the name of each piece of artwork, which I just absolutely love. So this one is Burning Bright outline, and we've got this gorgeous tiger here. This one is the Kaleidoscope outline, and I just think it's so nice that not only does she have the illustrations, it shows what year she made it, so it's like a true artist, like a work of art. So then again, it is single-sided. which are just lovely if you wanted to use it as a journal. I love journaling, so I think this would be a really nice place to journal. You could draw in there yourself or do all sorts of things. So she's got lots of really cool, like almost looks like mazes, but they're so fun to shade. And then you've got this one over here, which is so nice. And then you've got some super cute little ones here. This one is Beauty and the Beast, which I thought was a cute name for it. And then this one was Jungle Cat. I was trying to decide between a few different pictures when I chose the one I wanted to color. And I almost did this one because it's so stinking cute, but I actually picked another one, but I think that will be the next one that I choose to do. This one looks like so much fun. And as you can see, like it's kind of tricky to know where to color. So that's why it's nice that on the very first page here, actually I think here it is right here, you can see an example of how you might color it up, which is so nice. Sorry, I got off track of what page we were on. So here we are. There was that cute little tiger. Then you've got that beautiful bird. And then these ones, they are really cute. It goes horizontal. And the nice thing too about the coloring book is there's all different types of pages. Like some of them are more detailed, some of them are bigger so that you could do painting. And I think her books are kind of geared towards people who do like to paint, but you could also use all types of mediums in it. They are for everybody to use any type of medium you want, but it's nice that there is like some bigger spaces so that you could do some watercolor painting or whatever you liked. They are stapled, the pages. They are also perforated, so if you are someone who likes to keep your artworks hung up or you want to frame them, you can do that. You want to gift them, you can do that. You could leave them in the book. I prefer to leave all of my artwork in my books because I just like to keep them as collections, but for those of you who do like to have the perforated pages that you can remove, this book does have the perforated pages. I think these little snakes would be so cute colored up rainbow. And this was the page that I almost colored. It was between 3 different pages, but this was like my second choice because it's so cute. You could totally do this, of course, as a night sky because you have the moon there, but it would also be really pretty if you did it like nighttime and had some stars, but also it's like snowflakes. I think that would be really pretty. So if you love birds, you will just love this book because there is a lot of beautiful bird images. And now we get to the picture that I colored. So here is the page that I did. I did this using Prismacolor pencil crayons and also jelly pens. And I have all of the Prismacolor pencil crayon numbers written down so I can show you. This one is called Birds on a Wire, and when I saw this, I just fell in love with it. I just thought you could make such a beautiful like sunset. So I kind of have some shading happening here, and it goes from like the darker to lighter, and I was able to use a whole bunch of different beautiful pastel colors, and like I said, it just blended like butter. Like I was able to blend that so nicely. And then here, I will just quickly show you guys if you want to see the colors that I used for it. I used Prismacolor pencil crayons, and I just alternated top and bottom so that you guys wouldn't get confused by the colors. But I basically just went from the blues down to the pinks. And then the leaves at the bottom were these colors here. And then the jelly pens that I used for the clouds, you can see they're like glittery there. I used the Jelly Roll Stardust pen, and it is like a clear, but it comes out almost as a silver. It doesn't come out clear, so I used that. I also used, for the little wire that the birds are sitting on, I used this like coppery orange color, and this just also comes from the Stardust set of jelly pens. And then for the birds, I wanted to make them look like they were a shadow of them, or like you were seeing them far away, so it's kind of like the outline of them. So I used this black jelly pen, and it's from the Soufflé collection, so it's a matte, so it's a black matte, which makes it look like a gray color, and it just turned out so perfectly, and I really like how it turned out. I had a lot of fun coloring with this coloring book, and I did want to show you guys what it looked like colored up so that I could actually tell you what I thought about the paper and the quality of the book, and I just cannot say enough good things about this book and the paper. I just had so much fun coloring it. And then there's also this lovely page. I just think that her colorings are so unique. So that was, of course, a single-sided, but I'm just going to put those together as I turn the pages so that you guys, so we can get through both books. So again, they are single-sided, but I'm just turning all the pages. So pretty. And then a few of them have little quotes. So this one has a little quote there. And then these ones are also horror. This one is beautiful as well. And then the last page here is this little guy, and the illustrator Emily is also working on a third book. So this is her second book that came out, and I'm going to show you in a minute the very first book that she had that came out. She's working on her third book, which is the old Playful's book of Impractical Cats and Other Curious Creatures, or Other Curious Critters, excuse me. And this little guy is so cute. I saw this on her website, and you can head over there and see her website. It's really great, and I don't know if she's going to be showing more pictures or like little sneak peeks, but I'm excited for her third book to come out. So then again, on the back, it just has some colored up versions of those pictures, and it even has one of the cat, which I thought was really cute that it even showed how to color the cat one. So that is Wild Things, a color-in book for all ages. And then I will now show you this one. And the Wild Things is a little bit bigger. The American Fraktur one is a little bit smaller. So this one is a paint and color book. And again, I believe it is the same paper. Yep, it's the same paper. Really lovely. So this one is also single-sided. Pretty much everything I said about the other book pertains to this one, so I won't repeat all of it, but if anything is different, I will mention that. Again, it has the pages that can be torn out. They are single-sided. It's the same sepia ink that's used for the outlines of the illustrations. They're all titled at the bottom. And there's also some words on this one, like this one says joy. Really beautiful, like fine detail here. That would be so nice to color. And a lot of them have like the little frames, which is really fun. It adds that little bit of extra that you can color in. And then this one has a whole bunch of words. So it has a whole little quote there, and then it's also at the bottom there. Then you've got these little birds. This one is really different. It's cute. It gives you two different little bookmarks. So you can color up the bookmarks and then you can cut them out, or you could frame them if you wish. I thought that was a really sweet little idea. That'll probably be the first thing that I color in this book, is the cute little bookmarks. And then I'll turn it this way so you can see. These little guys reminded me almost of steampunk, like a steampunk type of theme. Thought they were really cool. And then at the back here, you have one more illustration page there. And then here you get these really neat little frames. So you can color these and cut them out. You could add a little note on them, or they could be a frame. Like you could use an X-Acto knife and cut that off and add a little picture there. I thought that was really sweet. So that is that book. And then again, on the back, it has some colored in examples for you to see. And it also has the little bookmarks and also the little note cards. So those are the 2 coloring books. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I will have all the information and links for you below. Again, thank you so much to Emily for sending these to me. You are seriously the sweetest. And thank you to all of you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.